Casino Royale came out in the year 2006, and this was Daniel Craig's first outing as James Bond. And this film is my favorite James Bond film, one of my favorite action movies, and just one of my favorite films of all time. So I thought, why not give it a talk about? If you have not seen Casino Royale, this review is going to be filled with spoilers. You've been warned, so let's talk about it.
Let me in there. You've got your armor back on.
I have no armor left.
So I guess the first thing we could mention while talking about this movie is the cast. Daniel Craig is perfect as James Bond. This was one of the first dark and serious James Bond, like he was in Iron Fleming's novels. This was really the first truly, serious Bond, like he was in the novels. And Daniel Craig is fantastic in this movie. He's great in the action scenes. He's fantastic, and the torture scene, that is really an Oscar-worthy performance. Just in that scene, he was fantastic in that scene. Eva Green is perfect as the Bond girl. She's the best Bond girl, definitely. Just like Daniel Craig is the best Bond. Why is she the best Bond girl? Because just like James Bond, the director knew that they were human. The Bond girl is a human. She's not some Barbie doll person that just walks around and so she can get, they can, do their thing. So it's just kind of she's fantastic in this role, and she also helps Bond in the stairwell fight scene, which we'll get to. She does help Bond. Lashif is the best Bond villain. Just like James Bond and the Bond girl in this film, the director understood that he is a character. He owes money from the people that are worse than him. That's why he's in Casino Royale playing a poker game, and he is fantastic. And yes, all the other cast is fantastic, from the side people to M in this film, which she is fantastic. I love her scenes with Daniel Craig in this film, and the cast is just absolutely outstanding. They do a fantastic job of doing what their characters are told to do, and they're fantastic in this. So now let's talk about another aspect of this film that is fantastic: the action. The action scenes were filmed in a way that was very intense, very, very exciting. This chill, dark opening, the bathroom fight in the beginning, and the "You Know My Name" song, maybe the best song in James Bond. The parkour chase, which is just fantastic. The truck chase, the stairwell fight, the final battle. All these scenes are just they're edited very nicely. The action is why also filmed spectacularly. It's also edited very nice. The parkour scene's about 6 minutes long, but it feels like 3 minutes long. Why? Because the film is edited with such protection and such care. It's like the people that made this film weren't just trying to make a quick little action movie for a quick buck. It was like, okay, let's make an awesome parkour chase, but let's actually feel like we care, and let's not just... And the stunts in that scene is mind-blowing. I love the scene where Craig just falls down, and then he kind of shakes it off, and it's kind of like a rugged, kind of shake off, and it's fantastic. And I love the scene where this guy just goes through the wall, and then Bond just smashes through. All the stuff in this film that happens throughout this parkour chase and throughout the rest of the action in this film is people actually trying. Wow, what a concept. What a concept. And the action is filmed such a poor. Let's just keep talking about that parkour chase. The camera work in this scene is perfect. You can see everything. Just like the stairwell fight, which could easily have gone for the simple, typical shaky cam stuff, but no, it didn't. This was an amazing parkour chase. The truck chase is also fantastic. But James Bond thinks a bomb is about to go off on this plane, and a guy wants to ride the plane. Instant tension. That could be a movie on its own. And the action in this scene is filmed perfectly. There's some stakes. It keeps running back to this plane and it keeps showing back to the bomb. It's teasing to the audience, and then eventually when this guy just blows up and Bond smiles, it's perfect. Also, the hallway fight is brutal and violent. Also, this movie is very, and then for a PG-13 movie anyway, then we get the spot where Bond is cleaning off blood in the bathroom. We've never gotten a scene like that, I don't think, in Bond history. That's Bond to me. That's a Bond. Bond isn't a person that's a superhero. He's a weakened person, and he's a human. So that scene is just something different. The scene where the cage is going down, and it's all absolutely fantastic action and such fantastic stuff. Why the film is not just full on action, the Casino Royale stuff is probably the best part. I don't play poker. I don't know anything about poker. I play capture cards, but it's the way it's filmed and the way it's hemmed is so intense, and it's so well executed. And I love the scene where Le Chiffre wins and Bond is cocky, and then him and Vesper kind of have that argument. It's like, okay, this is a realistic relationship, and that's what makes this movie so perfect. This realistic relationship kind of added on in through this film's runtime and through this film's destiny. That also leads in that stairwell fight of Vesper coming home in the shower and all that stuff, and then we get that amazing scene. Also, the torture scene I'm not going to go into. It's just, as I said, this was maybe the closest to being the first ever rated R Bond film. It's like smidging at maybe an eventual rated R Bond film, and that's just also this movie, when the Mr. White actually ends up killing Le Chiffre. It's not Bond that gets the final blow. That just could have been an easy typical payback moment, but it wasn't. And then we end up believing that Vesper was actually the one who kept Bond alive, and it's like, oh, and then her death is such a sad eventual moment. And then, of course, the famous line, the name's Bond, James Bond. And then we get that epic music. I love Casino Royale, and of course, Casino Royale gets an A+. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like that. Let me know what you guys thought of Casino Royale down in the comments below. And also let me know who's your favorite James Bond and least favorite James Bond. And also let me know what is your favorite James Bond movie and least favorite James Bond movie. I'll see you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.